Hello, I'm Dawn. This is Yarn is a Sport, and thank you for coming by to play ball. I have been not tagged, I have been double tagged by Lynn Ann of Nina's Knots Crochet and Laura of Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming and Animals for Spring Fling 2023. There are 10 questions. I believe this was started by my former neighbor, Rose of Rose Likes Crochet. I am going to answer the 10 questions, and then I am supposed to tag someone else. So the first question is, and write these down because you may be the person that I tag. You never know. The first question, what do I like to do in the spring that you can't do at any other time? And I'm going to say, celebrate the month of crochet. This is the official month of crochet starting March 1st. So I can't do that any other month but March. That's my answer for number 1. Number 2, what is your favorite spring flower? I love flower gardening. And I kind of have a favorite flower because some of them only really bloom for like a week or two. But my most favorite, I'm going to say, is lilacs, because the fragrance, as soon as I smell them, I think of my grandmama and my mother and my daughter. So that is, although the best answer I heard was Laura of Mad Mimi. She likes dandelions. Number 3 is, what is your favorite thing of spring? And I'm going to say the flowers. It's always nice to have them in bloom, the fragrance in the air. So that was number 3. Number 4, what is the weather like where you live? Well, currently I am in Florida. My husband retired 2 years ago, almost 2 years, a year and a half ago. And we have been RVing since. He told me that he has developed an allergy to snow and whatever. Number 5. No, what is the weather like? Okay, so we're in Florida. It's been, from what I understand, warmer than usual. It's been in the 80s. It's been dry. We're in Central Florida. The water table, you're 3 feet from the water table, I think. But it's been low in the places that have the runoffs and things. Number 5. Now remember, write these down because I may be calling on you to do these. Number 5. When do you start your garden? That would depend upon where I am and when. When in the Chicago area or Wisconsin, you start the weekend of Mother's Day. That just happens to correlate with when there usually is no more frost. Although there are flowers that need the frost. So if you do seed, you need to do that like in the autumn. In Florida, and I'm going to go by what Lynn Ann at Nina's Knots crochet said, because I know this to be true, I just have not utilized this, is after the full moon of March. So that would be in the next 2 weeks that we would be planting up here. I'm not going to, because I'm not going to be here this summer, because I have developed an allergy to overly humid hot weather. Number 6. Do you celebrate Easter? I celebrate Easter every day. I am a Christian, so yes, we celebrate every day. Number 7. Do you knit or crochet for spring? I am, in the last 18 months, have switched the fiber content that I am trying to use the most. I am trying to use more cotton, linen, bamboo, more of the cellulose fibers, because of the warm weather that we're in now. I will be doing a video that will show you what I'm working on, but I am working on a thread number 10, size number 10 thread lace cardigan, crocheted lace cardigan right now. Number 8. Do you have a favorite spring color? Now remember, write these questions down, because you don't know who I'm going to call on. As far as the spring, even in the winter, I really like pastel neons to brighten it. I like the brighter colors. But I would say the pastel neons. If I had a favorite one, I do like that Amy of La Brienne has a new book coming out in a couple of days, and I've seen the preview photos of that, and the one that I really like is, it's like a nice warm tan color, and it's got this like pastel neon coral. I really like that combination. So that's going to be, I think it depends upon the time of year, but I think more of the corals in the autumn. For some reason, I really like the neon yellows and greens, but in the spring, I'm going to say the neon corals. Number 9. Do you spring clean? I used to. I now live in an RV, and you have got to tidy and clean every day, because your tires are attached to the ground, and when you have food inside your car, which is what I'm living in, it's very easy to get ants if you do not keep everything picked up and tidy. The vacuuming, it needs to be, which there isn't a lot of space, but the vacuuming needs to be done like twice a week. I try to wipe down the linoleum part that I have for the kitchen floor every day, and the countertop and the table are done after every meal and every prep. The dishes are rinsed thoroughly after every meal. So that just needs to be done, because I'm in an RV. Number 10. Do you travel for spring break? I'm living in an RV. Oh. I don't know if that helped you to get to know me better. I hope so. I am going to, I guess you're supposed to tag 10 people, somebody said. Other people have only tagged 1. The person I am going to tag, because I know that they have recently started a channel, and not that she necessarily needs content, but I think this would be a good way for people to get to know her. I'm going to tag Tabbethia of Long Island Yarn and Farm. I am doing a knit along right now that she has with Kimberly McAlinden of Knit a Rainbow, and it is a gorgeous closed shawl, kind of like a poncho-esque. I am so excited about that one. You can wear it 3 ways. I'll discuss that in my my makes video I'm going to do. But I am tagging officially Tabbethia with Long Island Yarn and Farm. And then, because you're supposed to have 10, I am going to tag you that are watching. I would like you to put in the comments the answer, the questions you can remember, or all 10 of them. And I would like to thank my sweet Rachel of Night Sky Knitting for putting out a shout out. That was really kind of her. I did not let her know I was doing the podcast. She has a lot going on. I figured she'd find me if she did. I have a lot of new subscribers. I've had a lot of new viewers. I'd like to welcome you and thank you for giving this a look at. I tried to do regular podcasts. The Yarn Caddy, my husband, has been demoted to ball boy this week. There's just been one thing or another that's happened that either he was working on it or he was wanting to rest, or which he was frustrated with the repair. It's a house on wheels, you know, things happen. It's every time you drive, it's like an earthquake, you know, so things get rattled and shook around, and you have to maintain. It's actually more to maintain than a house. So if you're thinking about RVing, a lot of considerations and a lot you need to know. And it's great that there's YouTube now because you get almost all the answers. But you need to know if it's a reliable source. And that takes a lot of research sometimes. Anyway, then one of the days he surprised me and we went on our date day, which is great. So anyway, I did not get done what I wanted to this week. I'm going to do that next. Thank you for coming by to play ball. Enjoy your crafting.